I don't like the color of this coffee. It makes me feel very uncomfortable.
Oh, for God's sake, Niall!
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Unless you're new, then welcome to my channel. You already know the drill. My name is Jasmine. I make One Direction videos here, but you can check out my main channel in the description if you want to go subscribe over there. So recently, if you don't know, I hit 20,000 subscribers, which is so insane for me to even say out loud. I can't even believe that I already hit 20. I feel like I was just thanking you guys for 10K and now I have 20, and it's growing so rapidly and I'm getting so much love and support constantly every single day, and I love that so much because I love making One Direction videos. So thank you so much for your continued support. So with that being said, I love giving back to you guys and doing things for you since you have been giving me so much support. So I decided I'm going to do another giveaway. I've done 2 giveaways in this channel in the past that worked out really nicely and were really fun to do. So I decided for my third one, it's going to be a 20K subscribers giveaway. And I'm also going to be filming a Q&A with the giveaway because I can't just film a giveaway, I have to film a whole video. So I did a Q&A one and another giveaway a few months ago on my channel. This is going to be the same thing. I'm going to be answering you guys' questions, and then at the end of the video, I'll give you the details of the giveaway. They'll also be in the description if you want to enter and participate for a chance to win some merch. So let us begin with some questions and answers. The first question that I got right at the very top, which I think has the most thumbs up out of all of them, which is crazy, says, do you think Larry is married? I don't think they're married, just dating, but some people do. I want to see your opinion. This is something that I originally talked about in my video called Unpopular One Direction Opinions. Someone actually submitted an unpopular opinion about Larry being married and I answered it, but that part of the video ended up getting cut out because the video was way too long and I needed to cut out some of the opinions. So I ended up not talking about Larry being married, so I'll just go ahead and answer that now. Honestly, just in my opinion, everyone is free to believe what they want, but in my opinion, no, I don't think that they're married. I know a lot of people like to theorize that they got married on September 28th, 2013, but I just don't think that that's what happened that day. There's been a lot of things about that day that were actually debunked, like Anne tweeting, "Good decision, Louis," was literally about the X Factor. There's a judge on the X Factor named Louis Walsh, and she was tweeting about him making a decision on the X Factor, so it has nothing to do with anything. Ed Sheeran's tweet about his friends getting married was also debunked. Then you have the whole Louis like loving the number 28, but I don't know. I mean, to me it just feels like it's Louis's number. I mean, he had it on the back of his jersey, he had it on the back of his jersey when he went on James Corden and did the Late Late Dodgeball. He had it on tour with him, like literally his stage setup like had the 28. He puts it on his merch. He literally sells merch with the 28 on it. Why would he do that if it was his wedding anniversary? Like, that feels really weird to me. Like, you have this wedding anniversary and you use the number like on your merch and on your tour setup for fans to have. Like, I don't think that's the day they got married. It just feels really weird for me for Louis to do that if it's his anniversary. Maybe something important did happen on the 28th or something and that's why it's Louis' number, but I don't think Larry got married. And I know there was that one On the Road Again concert when it was the 28th and Harry kept yelling about anniversaries. Okay, maybe it is their anniversary. I don't know, I just don't think they got married. Someone said, my question to you is, do you think that new Directioners are not real fans? Because I'm kind of new since January and got a few hate messages that I'm not a real fan when I commented something or stuff. No, I don't think that you're a fake fan if you joined the fandom late. That is completely ridiculous. And if you're a new One Direction fan, please never let anyone tell you that you're not a real fan or that anything that you have to say doesn't matter because you joined late. Literally does not matter. I think I talked about this in my Unpopular Opinions video too. It doesn't matter when you started standing the boys, you're just as valid and just as a part of this fandom as everyone else. Don't let anyone tell you you're not a real fan because you joined late. The fuck? 2010, doesn't matter. Joined in 2019, doesn't matter. Joined yesterday, does not matter. Promise. This question is interesting. They said, apparently there are 12 Easter eggs in the Fine Line album. What do you think they are and what they represent? There is 12 Easter eggs on the Fine Line album. Harry said that himself when he did like a Capitol interview. And I actually scrolled past a TikTok the other day that I liked where someone was like explaining all of the Easter eggs and I don't remember their name. Hang on. Okay, so her pronouns are she, her. I just wanted to make sure before I assumed. So yeah, she, her, but she doesn't have her name on her page, so I don't know. Wait, there's a Instagram linked. Hang on. Her name isn't on her Instagram either. What's your name, girly? What's your name? Her on TikTok is Pretty Harry. I see this girl on my For You page all the time. She's amazing. Love my fellow 1D content creators. But she made a video the other day explaining all the like Easter eggs on Fine Line, and I thought they were really interesting. The only one that I knew originally was in the Adore You music video, like the Eroda documentary thing. I don't know what to call it. There's a part where Harry opens a jar, screams into it, and then shuts it, and that's the scream that's on Lights Up. That's the only one that I knew before I saw this girl's TikTok. Then she made a TikTok explaining the other ones, so I'm gonna have that linked in the description if you want to go watch that TikTok where this girl explains more of the Easter eggs on Fine Line. I think it's really interesting that Harry did that, and I think it's really creative that he wanted fans to find them. An honest interpretation. Oh my god. Is it Miriam or Miriam? They said, random question, but what is your favorite part of the Aoud trilogy, which is the Adventures of One Direction? And then they said, mine is from the third one, part 1, 510 through 516, when Harry says, is it an artist interpretation? Oh my god, that part is so funny. They're like showing a figure on the screen like to signify that they don't know who the villain is. And Harry's like, oh, is it an artist's interpretation?
He should be easy to spot with that big question mark on his head.
No, that's not actually a photo. And
Is
so,
it an
it'll be
artist's
your job.
interpretation?
What?
Is it an artist's interpretation of what the bad guy looks like?
No, it's just a silhouette, saying it could be anyone.
Anyone who's got a question mark on their head?
Oh my god, the third Adventures of One Direction has no business being as funny as it is. That shit is so funny. Oh my god, this is a good question. Okay, this person, Margaret B, said, what's a One Direction song that you can't listen to without laughing and one without crying? A One Direction song that I can't listen to without laughing is definitely Another World, and it's this one specific part. Why does he sound like that? Zayn goes, the music, it sounds so good. Okay, I'm gonna play it one more time. Listen to the way Zayn sings. Sounds so good. And a song that I can't listen to without crying is definitely Spaces. I skip Spaces every single time it comes on unless I'm trying to torture myself, because I will 100% cry every single time I hear it. Someone asked, why do you think they first started these reunion rumors and then later Niall denied them? Honestly, I think the reunion rumors were started by kind of an accident. Like Liam said, Liam was the first one to ever talk about it, and I think he mentioned the documentary thing, and that got everyone buzzing majorly. But then he later mentioned something like, oh yeah, we're doing stuff for our anniversary, like we've been emailing each other and group chats and blah blah blah. So that's when really things got stirred up, like to the max. And I think that Liam just thought it was a harmless comment. He didn't really think anything of it. He kind of just said it. So then everyone was buzzing about it, and he realized how excited people were about it. So he kept getting asked about it because he's the one who spilled it in the first place. So interviewers kept saying, hey, what's up with this reunion? And he kept giving more and more information until, like he said, Louis told him to stop talking. And then after that, Niall denied that there was anything even happening. So I think that Niall denying the reunion rumors was damage control. There's two things that could have possibly be, in my opinion. One, Niall is doing damage control. Like I just said, like Liam came out and spilled all this stuff that nobody was supposed to know about. So now Niall is kind of trying to backtrack and be like, actually there's no reunion, to trick people into thinking that there's nothing, so that it'll be an even bigger surprise when there is something. Either that, or there was never really anything in the first place and Liam was kind of overhyping it a little bit when in the first place there really wasn't anything like that, so Niall is just trying to tell the truth. Those are the two things that I think probably happened. I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see what happens in July. So if you asked favorite 1D interviews, did you find some just so awkward that you can't watch them? I think my favorite One Direction interview of all time is Jonathan Ross 2015. Oh my god. That interview is the best thing I've ever seen. Oh my god. I try not to watch it like too often because I don't want it to be like not funny anymore because I'm so used to it. So I try to save it and watch it like once every few months, even like once a year maybe. But that interview, it's because Michael McIntyre is there, like sitting with them, and he cracks all these ridiculous jokes that are just so funny. The boys' reaction to them are so funny. Like, it's just a really good interview. I think it's the funniest interview they did. It flowed very nicely. They all seemed like comfortable. Mostly, like I said, because Michael McIntyre was there and he was like a lot of comic relief for them. So I'm in love with that interview. I think it's so funny. Someone asked me a really funny question, but I can't put it in this video because I'm gonna get arrested if I answer this question. Someone said rank One Direction's albums. It might get a little dangerous, but I really want to know. Midnight Memories is first, obviously. Midnight Memories, Made in the AM, Take Me Home for Up All Night. Yeah? Yeah. This next question's a little bit risky. So if you're not a Larry shipper, please look away for a second. Okay? Just look away. If you're an anti or you don't like Larry, look away. Because this one's for my Larrys out there. I'm sorry. But this person, Reagan, I think, said, what is one Larry proof that you think is the one that proves Larry the most? I have so many. So many. I cannot even tell you how many I have. But if I had to pick just a few, I don't think I can pick one, but if I had to pick a few, I'd say the things that kind of sell me the most is like the whole always in my heart thing. Let me just, Eleanor Calder and Louis Tomlinson were like photographed with each other walking around the park with Starbucks, walking around the city, whatever, you know. And this was only the second time they were ever really seen together, but it was like their first time being seen out in public. Because the first time they were seen together, they were seen like going to Niall's birthday party. But this is the first time in October that they were like actually seen being coupley out in public. Like they're walking around, walking in the park, all happy, smiley, you know how it is. But then the next day, Harry retweeted that tweet that was like, if Louis and Eleanor are happy together, then blah blah blah, but spare a thought for Harry's probably got a broken heart. He retweeted that, and then literally like a few minutes later, Louis tweeted, always in my heart, at Harry_Styles, yours sincerely, Louis. One day after he was out with Eleanor in public for the very first time, the next day, Harry retweeted that tweet and Louis tweeted, always in my heart. And you want to tell me that that has no correlation? Like, the second thing is probably just their tattoos in general. This is a whole rant that I could go on forever, I think, is Larry tattoos. But like, how do you explain Louis having a compass tattoo that points to home? And Harry literally getting a ship. The tattoo artist that did Harry's ship was talking about how Harry wanted to get a ship because he said it would always remind him of like going home. And Louis' compass points to home. Like, they got them 18 hours apart. Not only that, but Harry got a rose tattoo. And then for months and months and months and months and months, hundreds of thousands of people were begging Louis to get a dagger, and then he did? In the exact same position? Like, oh yeah, just me and my best bro getting a series of complimentary nautical tattoos that have no meaning whatsoever. And then I'm gonna go and write a song that literally says my hands, your hands, tied up like two ships, but it doesn't mean anything. The last thing, not the last thing, but the last thing I'm gonna talk about that really sells me on Larry. That video where the boys are performing like outside and they're standing next to each other with their mic stands, singing Little Things, and Harry literally, this man turns his whole ass body to sing to Louis. Oh my gosh. His whole body, like, he didn't grab the mic and like tilt his head to the side or like flicker his eyes to the side. Nope. He turned his whole body. And not only did he sing to him, he sang "And All His Little Things." Like, what? Like, what the fuck? Like, literally, what? Why? Like, this happened and nobody's gonna blink an eye? Nobody's gonna say anything? Like, you think that's just perfectly normal? Me as the girl at the end of this video who says, oh my gosh, like, how do you explain that? I don't understand. Anyways, I usually try not to talk about Larry on this channel because people like to drag me for it because I apparently am not allowed to have my own opinions, but I just thought this would be a special occasion. This is my 20K subscribers celebration, so I can do whatever I want. If I want to talk about Larry on my channel, I will. So that one was for my Larrys. I'm so sorry that I have been depriving you guys. Annabelle asked, what's the best One Direction fan account to follow on Instagram? The one that I like the most is someone called, their @ is Loyal to Louis T. You should definitely follow them. Their account is so aesthetic. Everything always matches beautifully and perfectly. They post all kinds of really cute like threads, and they make like these Instagram storyboards, so like 30-day challenges or ranking, just like all kinds of boards that you can put on your story that are so cute. I use them on my story all the time. So if you want to follow a good One Direction account, all kinds of like edits and really cute things to put on your story, very organized, you should follow Loyal to Louis T. Someone asked, how old are you? Where are you from? When did you join the fandom? And whose is your favorite solo album? Lots of things on the board here. I'm 19. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana, in the US, if you don't know. When did you join the fandom? 2011. And whose is your favorite solo album? I think my favorite solo album out of all of them is Heartbreak Weather, actually. I just truly feel like Heartbreak Weather has 0 skips, and I love every single song on there, and it's just an amazing album. So I think out of all of them, it would be Heartbreak Weather. Sophia asked me, do you have a One Direction playlist? If you do, can you share the link? I don't have one that I made, but I have one like saved in my Spotify that I love so fucking much. If you're a Spotify user, which you should be because Apple Music, but the one that I have saved is this one. It's called All of One Direction, and it's by Esmeralda. I'm gonna have a link in the description if you want to go and save it to your Spotify, which you absolutely should if you're a Spotify user. This playlist has literally every single thing you could ever think about when it comes to One Direction. It has every single One Direction song, including Magic, Irresistible, and Truly Madly Deeply. Like, even the ones that weren't put on any album or anything, they're all there. Every single album, every single song. And then it also has every single solo song from every single boy, Zayn, Louis, Niall, Harry, Liam, all of their solo music, all of their albums, all their singles, even if they weren't put on an album, including Medicine and Anna are also on there, like everything. It also has songs that the boys did as solo artists that weren't included on their albums, like Finally Free from like Smallfoot that Niall did. It has like Trampoline and the song that Zayn did with Taylor Swift for the 50 Shades of Grey soundtrack. As One Way or Another, Teenage Dirtbag cover, the Torn cover, the 4 or 5 Seconds cover. It has Harry's Juice cover, Harry's Sledgehammer cover, Harry's like Tiny Desk covers of like Adore You and all that stuff. Every single song ever recorded by any member of One Direction is on this playlist. It's such a long playlist. I'm so surprised no one's ever asked me this before, because I get a lot of questions in Q&As and on my social media, but no one's ever asked me what this person asked me. They said, what's your favorite suit from H-Slot, like Harry's House Live on Tour? It's the Copenhagen one. This person, I'm not sure how to pronounce the name. I think it's Ileana or Ileana. They asked, what's your all-time favorite TV shows? My all-time favorite TV shows are obviously Law & Order SVU. I think we've established that. But also Drake and Josh. That's all I ever tweet about. Honestly, if you follow me on Twitter, you can approve this. All I ever tweet about, Law & Order and Drake and Josh. Someone asked me, why is your favorite song Something Great? This is something that I feel like a lot of people wonder about me, because I'm so like adamantly pro Something Great. And I have it tattooed on my body. So yeah, it means something to me. And honestly, I can't even tell you. My love for Something Great stemmed from it being so underrated in the beginning. When I first like heard the album and stuff, I really never even paid attention to Something Great until a few years ago, when I got into this phase where I was always listening to One Direction songs on shuffle. And when Something Great came on, I used to skip it all the time because it was just one of those songs that nobody listened to. So then like later on down the road, I realized, why do I skip Something Great? Like, I should listen to it. I should actually listen to it. So I listened to Something Great all the way through, and I was like, I love this song. I need to learn the lyrics. And I ended up replaying it over and over again. Every time it came on shuffle, I just felt like, oh my god, it's Something Great. Like, it was a song that I got so excited when it came on, because I remembered how much I loved it the first time I actually bothered to play it all the way through. And then ever since then, I've just had such an attachment to it. Every time it came on, I got that same feeling, like, oh my god, it's Something Great. Like, I love this song, I love this song. And then eventually I dubbed it my favorite, and I started paying more attention to the lyrics, and I really don't know. I just think the way it makes me feel overall, it's like such a coming of age type of song. Like, it just reminds me of those days when I would drive the back roads to my grandma's house with the windows down and the sun is shining. It's so smooth and flowy, and just, I love it. I love it so much. Everything about the way it makes me feel. Someone asked, what do you like to do in your free time? In my free time, I like to play piano. I don't know if I've ever talked about this before, but I have a keyboard and I know how to play piano. So I love teaching myself new songs on the piano. I like to teach myself One Direction songs on the piano actually. I just recently learned how to play Two of Us on piano and that was really fun. I like to watch YouTube videos in my free time. I like to try new makeup looks that I normally wouldn't wear in my free time. I like to watch TikToks and make TikToks. Sometimes I make TikToks and I just keep them in my drafts, or I save them to my camera roll without posting them just because they're fun to do even if you don't want anyone else to see them. I like to write. I love writing. So now that I'm done answering questions, I'm going to kind of give you guys some details on the 20k subscribers giveaway that I'm doing. Basically, this giveaway is going to work the exact same as all my other ones have. But if you weren't a part of any of the other ones, obviously I will explain so that you know what to do. I think the last two people that I bought merch for who won my giveaways both wanted a Treat People with Kindness hoodie. Just something like that. You just pick whatever merch you want off of any of the boys' sites. So if you want Niall merch, Louis merch, Harry merch, I don't even know if Liam has merch, but Liam, Zayn merch, whatever. I think I'm going to change it up a little bit for this giveaway since it's a little bit of a bigger one. I'm going to pick 2 winners instead of just 1. So I'm going to do a giveaway that involves entering on Twitter and a giveaway that involves entering in my YouTube comments. So if you want to be a part of the giveaway, all you have to do is be subscribed to Hey Angel and jaszade. If you want to enter on YouTube, just leave a comment down below underneath this video with either your Instagram username or your Twitter username so that I can contact you if you're a winner. And if you want to enter on Twitter, all you have to do is tweet me with the hashtag HeyAngelGiveaway. I don't care what you put in the tweet. You could tell me a joke, you can send me a picture, you can send me a video, and you can tweet me as many times as you want. I'm just going to be picking a random person off of Twitter and another random person out of my YouTube comments. You can enter in both if you want to. You can enter on Twitter and in my YouTube comments if you want to, but I will be picking 2 different people just so you know. I'm going to be announcing winners a week from the day I'm filming this video, so it's going to be announced Monday the 18th, which is next week for me. So Monday the 18th, this giveaway will officially be closed and I will be contacting the winners to give them whatever merch they want. Thank you so much for 20k subscribers. I appreciate it so much and I love you all so much. Once again, thank you guys 100%. 150 million % for your questions. I love doing Q&As, so thank you for getting curious and asking me things. Anyways, I hope you're all doing well, staying safe and healthy, not too bored out of your minds. Enjoy the rest of your day, night, evening, afternoon. Thank you one more time for 20k subscribers. I cannot believe it. You're incredible. And I really look forward to seeing you in my next video.